Gotcha.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Larry Stewart Memorial Stadium in the Rusty Hodge Track Facility on the campus of Blue Springs South High School for the 28th Annual Girls Soccer Championships of the Missouri State High School Activities Association. The Missouri State High School Activities Association reminds all spectators that the purpose of this contest is to promote education. The examples set for our students today will help create better citizens for the future. Please do your part by displaying positive sportsmanship throughout today's contest. And now at this time we direct your attention to the field to introduce the 2012 team hosts for today's third place contest in Class 3. The team hosts for Glendale are Vince and Janet Pace. And the team hosts for St. Joseph's Academy are John and Nancy Williams. The team hosts serve as assistants to the team, helping them enjoy their stay in Blue Springs. Please join us in thanking them for their time and support. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's participants in this Class 3 third place match. First, the visiting team on the scoreboard, the Angels of St. Joseph's Academy, coming into today's contest with a record of 15-7-1. Starters for St. Joe's this afternoon. First of all, the Angels are coached by Maureen McVeigh, assisted by Lauren Bozeski and Aaron Williams. And now the starters for the Angels. In goal, number 00, Kelsey Ponder. Number 3, Claire Champion. Number 4, Natalie Sims. Number 5, Haley Kavanaugh. Number 6, Allison Henschel. Number 7, Lexi Boscher. Number 8, Nina Simon. Number 10, Michelle Schwartz. Number 13, Allie Russell. Number 16, Allie Magaletta. And number 20, Kaylee Nieder. The starters for St. Joseph's Academy. And now for the home team on the scoreboard this afternoon, the Falcons of Glendale High School, coming into today's match with a record of 19-6. The Falcons are coached by Jeff Rogers. Assistant coaches are Josh Keister and Holly Robinson. Starters for the Falcons are, in goal, number 00, Kendra Lears. Number 5, Sarah Sprouse. Number 6, Molly Brewer. Number 7, Courtney Wampler. Number 9, Alex Opfer. Number 10, Abby Green. Number 11, Louise Kershon. Number 14, Sarah Powell. Number 15, Rebecca Burton. Number 18, Ann Powell. And number 21, Casey Shea Opfer. The starters, the Glendale Lady Falcons. The officials for today's contest are Johan Arnason, the referee, Daniel England, and Morris Malloy, the line judges. Our fourth official is Caleb Perry. These officials were selected to work this event due to their outstanding work and commitment during the season. Please join the mission honoring these hardworking officials for this contest. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove your caps, and face the flag at the south end of the stadium near the scoreboard to honor America as the Blue Springs South a cappella choir performs our national anthem.
Hello and welcome to Blue Springs South High School in Blue Springs, Missouri. We are getting set for the Class 3 third place game between St. Joseph's Academy and Glendale out of Springfield. Lee Fleisig and Sean Wheelock with you for the call. And Sean, you know, when you think of games being played for third place, you would think of the disappointment from the semifinals, and there may be a letdown. I was really surprised at the attitude of the both sides as the girls got off the bus, as they were heading to the field. They're excited. For many of them, this may be the last soccer match they play in their careers, and there seemed to be a lot of enthusiasm for this third place match.
And Leaf, it's really the difference between ending your season on a winning note and ending it on a losing note. To reach the state Final Four, you've played phenomenal soccer throughout the season. You do not want to have your final memories be 2 consecutive losses. Third place from an outsider's perspective, it seems like an also-ran. Not to these girls and their respective coaches today. There is still a lot to play for.
You see the excitement there from Glendale. Take a look at the Lady Falcons. Sean, who strikes you here out of this lineup?
Molly Brewer, you see out of the midfield wearing the number 6 shirt, leads her team this year with 25 goals. She is a senior who is playing in a final match in high school soccer.
And St. Joseph's Academy, the Angels?
And the goalkeeper, Kelsey Ponder, just a freshman. That's almost unheard of at this level in Missouri Class 3.
All right, Glendale controls the ball to begin. Glendale in the light blue and white, again out of the Springfield area. St. Joseph's Academy in green, trimmed in white. Just underway from Blue Springs South High School on the artificial turf. A perfect day for soccer.
Absolutely gorgeous, and so much of a third-place match is the set to tempo. Remember, both of these schools played and lost yesterday in the semifinal round. There can be really a moral sort of drop if you go down a goal or 2 goals early. So these opening 10, 15 minutes, really critical. You want to set the tone, really play a high tempo, and also keep playing smart.
And I thought it was interesting, Coach Jeff Rogers from Glendale said that, you know, because I'm going to make sure that every girl gets in this match, because 10 years from now, they may not remember the score, but they'll remember that they played in the match. And he said a lesson that he learned from a year ago, that he wants to get everybody involved. So we'll see that as the match continues here, that everybody from Glendale, and certainly I would expect the same from St. Joseph's Academy, will get to see some action.
And of course, in high school soccer, it's free substitutions. You're not capped on how many subs or when you can make them. So you may see whole changes of 4, 5, 6 players coming onto the pitch at once.
What do you expect out of Glendale as they try to control the ball here in terms of attacking this St. Joseph's Academy team?
Already you're seeing Glendale trying to be very aggressive. You saw they just got 5 players forward, including their holding midfielder. Everybody's trying to push forward, looking for that early goal.
You talked about setting the tone, and is that part of setting the tone early in this match?
Absolutely. You don't want to pack things in early, Leaf. You want to show that you're aggressive. You'll see the midfield play. In the back, they're with a diamond. You see a stopper sweeper, but their midfielders, including the 2 central midfielders, really getting forward in support.
Glendale controlling. Now over to St. Joseph's Academy. The Angels lost to Lee Summit North in the semifinal 3-0.
You're seeing 4 in the back for Glendale. St. Joseph's is going in a 3-4-3. So 3 defenders, 4 midfielders, and then 3 strikers. It's a different philosophy. Really, what you have to do in a 3-4-3 is your holding midfielder, in essence, becomes your second central defender. There's a slight variation between the 4 in the back, which is a stopper sweeper, where your stopper is getting a little further up, your sweeper is a little further behind, but they're still playing in that central defensive role.
More of an offensive set or defensive set?
A stopper sweeper is something you used to see in the international game really through the 70s and the 80s. It just depends on how you want to play it, because your stopper can get a little higher. She can join into the attack, but they can also pack things in. I seem to think of it as a little more of a defensive mindset, but we'll see how Glendale uses it.
All right, St. Joseph's Academy with the throw in. Again, they are in the green. Glendale, the Lady Falcons out of the Springfield area in the light blue and white. Just underway here in the third place match. Alexandra Magaletti goes crossfield, declared champion. Taken out, and Glendale will throw it in.
We'll see the speed of play here, Glendale, how quickly they want to take this throw in, taking it relatively quickly. That's a way to send a message, too, is balls that go out of play, Leaf, on set pieces, especially on throw-ins. How much effort do you have? How quickly do you want to get the ball into play?
You've coached the game. How much of the early minutes of a match are just kind of a feeling out period? Or you talk about setting the tone. You want to be aggressive right from the start.
In a regular season match, I would always want to try to feel out, be a counter puncher, really try to see what the other side is doing. I think in a situation like this, a third place match, a state championship match, yesterday in the semifinals, you can't afford yourself that luxury. Often the side that strikes first, gets the opening goal, is going to win the match. Not always, but often.
Nice cross by Glendale. Chasing it down is Courtney Wampler.
Tough going for St. Joseph's Academy early. You see they're really struggling to get their rhythm. Most of the possession right now is going to Glendale. That can be tiring. Again, these are not fresh legs. Typically in high school soccer, you're playing 2 matches a week. You may have a day or 2 days off between matches. Again, this is back-to-back with very high stakes.
A perfect day, as we mentioned, but that artificial turf does tend to heat up. It's just after noon, so we'll keep an eye on that as well.
Leaf, you talked about earlier, both coaches saying they want to really empty their subs bench. They want to get as many players on as possible. That's something to be aware of, too. Obviously, you want to have participation. Final match of the season. Here's an opportunity.
Nice pass ahead, but broken up by Glendale.
You can see the idea there for Claire Champion, just a bit too strong. But also in using your subs bench, because you're playing less than a 24-hour turnaround, it's the artificial surface, as you mentioned. It's going to warm up into the 80s here today. So you want to be smart with your players. As a coach, you have to recognize fatigue very early. And oftentimes a player, all they need to do is sit down for 4 or 5 minutes to regain their legs. See St. Joseph's trying to get wide now. On the near side, you'll see Claire Champion being marked, but they're really trying to stretch things out in this attack.
Kaylee Nieders unable to run that one down. Kendra Lears, the sophomore goalkeeper for Glendale. Controlled by St. Joseph's Academy. Nice pass ahead, but broken up. Nice of the Lady Falcons.
Looking for Claire Vogt, making the run through. A bit better stuff now from St. Joseph's Academy. You see they're starting to settle into a bit of a rhythm.
Now ahead, that's Haley Kavanaugh. Taken down.
That's Kavanaugh committing the foul.
Wow.
1v2, and she commits the foul. Free out for Glendale. Both sides, to me, still feel that they're in a bit of a counter-puncher's rhythm right now. Trying to really get their attack going, trying to figure out exactly what the other side wants to do.
So Lears will kick it away. Across midfield. Headed down, that's Claire Champion. St. Joseph's Academy quickly ahead. It's Natalie Sims on the outside. Cross and a header.
Oh, that's a
just wide.
Cross.
Nice chance.
Kavanaugh with that opportunity. Right there is a great contrast in the two schools' attacks. St. Joseph's, you see, getting very wide on the far flank and whipping in that cross. When we've seen Glendale attack thus far, they're very compact centrally. That was a gorgeous cross.
Glendale now with the chance. Good cross, nobody there, but now Louise Bashan.
Bashan, the Swedish exchange student, goes back home to Stockholm tomorrow.
She'll have some stories to tell, won't she?
Great opportunity. Coming to the U.S., you get to be a high school student, and you get to play in a Missouri State Championship in the semifinals now in the third place match.
Lisa Shea Upper has it taken away. Alexander Magaletti.
I'm impressed by the wide play of St. Joseph's, though. They're really stretching the width of the field. They're using both flanks effectively. And again, not a criticism of Glendale, just stylistically it's a difference. Different mindsets, and as a coach, sometimes you have to read the talents of your players. Not everyone can play wide, not everyone can play centrally. But as you see with Glendale, like in the last attack, the three strikers all bunched up together. It can definitely be effective. Pashon almost had an opportunity, but it's just a difference in philosophy.
Kelsey Ponder able to grab that one. Sean, is there a difference in styles of play between the two sides of the state? Say a St. Louis style and maybe a more Western Missouri style, the way that youth soccer is taught in one side of the state or another?
I think if we were having this conversation 20 years ago, you saw huge differences, region to region and even city to city. As players have been more exposed through Olympic development camps, through club soccer, through overseas tours, there's much more of a bringing together. It used to be very dramatic and stark, the different styles. And also a lot of times it depended on the heritage of the coaches. If you came from a city where there were a lot of people who were first, second generation Americans from Italy coaching, you're going to see that Italian style. If you came from an area with a lot of people from Mexico or Central America, that same style. With England, with Brazil, it's now being brought much closer together. But throughout the state of Missouri, the club soccer is so high, and it's easy to forget that these girls are literally playing soccer 12 months out of the year. The high school season is relatively short, but they're playing club soccer, outdoor, indoor. They never really take a break. So that's why the skills have developed and they've gotten so strong.
St. Joseph's Academy in the green.
Can you see the wide play? Back for Champion.
Champion pokes it out of bounds, so it'll go to Glendale.
St. Joseph's wants to establish wide, and as we saw with their one opportunity, which was over the crossbar, but they want to whip in those balls wide from the flank. Really try to stretch out the defense of Glendale.
We saw Glendale controlling early, but now it's been St. Joseph's Academy. Haley Kavanaugh with a nice pass. Anna Martin. Kicked away by Glendale.
This match starting to open up a little bit.
St. Joseph's Academy substituting liberally.
We'll see a lot of subs made by both schools throughout this match.
Nina Simon with a throw in. Finds Haley Kavanaugh. Allison Trost can't get it around, and it'll go to Glendale.
Trying, though, to cross rather than to shoot. Again, that's back to the philosophy of the wide play.
And again, it's tailoring your strategy, your offense to the athletes you have. But it is in some ways, is that a more athletic player that you need to run that style of offense?
There are two mindsets with coaches. Some say, I have my system and my players will fit my system. When I coached high school soccer in Kansas, my feeling was, let the players dictate what we have. If I had a lot of very fast, smaller built players, I'm going to try to stretch things out. I'm going to be wide, utilize that speed. If I have guys that are strong, they're good in the air, they can win a lot of headers, I'm going to be a little more central on my play. If I have players that can dribble through, I'm going to be a little more central.
And that's what makes a successful coach. Both these coaches obviously had a bunch of success in Class 3. And we've seen a bit of a shift. You mentioned St. Joseph's Academy kind of beginning to find their stride. It was dominated early by Glendale, and now Glendale will run in some substitutions.
Making 4 changes there, and again, you will see that a lot. If you're not that familiar with high school soccer, you can and often will make a lot of substitutions.
And number 3, Triana Rapp.
Mackenzie Robbins among those in for Glendale. And Powell will take a seat.
Saw the flip through there.
That's St. Joseph Academy. Ball ahead.
Good idea.
Good play by Kendra Lears.
And again, you see the service coming from the flank. Let's go back to that flip throw for a moment. That developed almost as something of a stunt, but what a lot of coaches have taught, especially with females throughout the sport, is to get more power on the throw, and you do this. It looks flashy, it looks showboaty, but that's actually a technique to develop power on the throw-in because of all of the momentum being whipped around. You see that a lot now in the Division I NCAA level for women's college soccer.
Cassie Flynn with the flip throw. Some gymnastics background probably helpful there too as well, isn't it?
Never had the agility to even try that. I've seen that a few times in men's college
I was going to say, have you tried that with your boys team?
Never had anyone that agile either, but again, you saw the flip throw. But that's something that's being taught more and more with young girls, say 8, 9, 10 years old.
And Sean, again, the rule is both feet have to be on the ground when she releases the ball, correct?
Yeah, and your hands still have to be over your head. It can't be a sidearm motion. You're flipping both feet set, the hands go over.
Good chance here for St. Joseph's Academy. Mary Grace Ragsdale with a serve and a nice save by Kendra Lears.
Courtney Benning with that opportunity, maybe held on to it for a stride too long, was trying to find the perfect angle. And again, you see Benning driving through. Beautiful service played. Benning looking for that perfect angle, and the goalkeeper, Lears, really doing a nice job cutting off the angle.
Corner kick now for St. Joseph's Academy. Lexi Boschert sends it across.
Lears did really well with that leaf to the back post.
You mentioned St. Joseph's Academy, the Angels beginning to feel their stride. You feel like the chances are starting to come for them now.
Yeah, I thought the opening 5 minutes, Glendale was getting the better of things, and there's definitely been a momentum shift in this match as St. Joseph's has settled in. Look for a lot more momentum shifts, though.
Lexi Boschert will again take the corner. Sends it across. Knocked out by Glendale.
St. Joseph's had everybody forward except for Henschel, staying back at the halfway line, but everybody else forward.
Shot wide off the mark, and it'll go to Glendale.
Anna Martin saw a shot. She took it. Why not? Always would encourage my players, see a shot, take a shot. So oftentimes players will take a shot from distance. They'll be embarrassed they missed. I say, so what? Take your shot. Worst thing that happens, you miss, it's a goal kick. Big deal.
Lears sends it away for Glendale. And once again, it's St. Joseph's Academy controlling. Headed away. And now Glendale with it. Molly Brewer has it taken away.
Tough for Glendale there. They were really packed in, and you saw they only had 2 players forward on that. They're playing a bit more defensive right now.
And is that an effect of St. Joseph's Academy having more and more chances, being a little bit more aggressive on offense?
Absolutely. St. Joseph's is pushing the attack. They're spreading things out. So Glendale, the counter is being a bit more cautious, a bit more defensive, which is great on that half of the pitch. But when you're switching, you're trying to transition on a counterattack, as you saw, it makes things very difficult.
Abby Green will throw it in for Glendale.
These are 2 really well-coached teams, though. You can see that immediately. Excellent discipline. Players holding their shape, holding their form very well. You can see the mindset of both coaches, what they want to accomplish.
Nice header ahead to Molly Brewer. Broken up by St. Joseph's Academy.
Again, Brewer, 25 goals for the senior this year. This is her 21st match of the year. That's phenomenal.
Substitution for the
Lexi Boschert will go out for St. Joseph's Academy. In comes Lauren Young. Nice pass ahead. That's Trost. The Angels with a chance. Kick is high.
Anna Martin again with the shot. Some really attractive movement. Players getting forward, good recognition, and we can hear them talking. And it seems obvious you want to talk, but you really have to coach youth players to talk. It's always funny because in training they do nothing but talk, and yet you get to the match and everyone wants to be very, very quiet. If you ever have a chance to stand on the touchline of a professional match, MLS, English Premier League, Serie A in Italy, whatever, you hear constant conversation. Nobody ever shuts up, and I love that as a coach to hear players talking.
Glendale can't clear it. Tross sends it across. Now to Young.
It was a gorgeous step over by Young. She just lost the angle on the right foot.
Good hustle play by Ina Simon. She'll get the throw in. Hooked out by Glendale. Trost sends it across, just wide from Cassie Flynn.
The chances are coming.
Angel shot by number 27, Cassie Flynn.
Sean, when you feel like you're under a barrage, when you feel like another offense is starting to dominate, how do you counter that as a defense and as Glendale and get things turned back in your favor?
Leaf, that's a great question, and one thing that I like to do, and I always tried to teach as a coach, was to slow things down, because momentum builds in the sport of soccer, and if you're under siege, if you're under attack, the attacking side wants to play at a very, very fast pace. Slow things down. Take time on the goal kick, take time on the throw-in, reestablish your rhythm.
And once again, you see St. Joseph's Academy pushing the action into the Glendale end.
There's a tendency, too, in youth soccer, even through college soccer, that everybody wants to play at the exact same speed, no matter the scoreline, no matter the time in the match. As you watch the professional game, watch the European Championships this summer, see how the rhythm, the timing, the tempo is dictated by where we are in the match and what the score is. And that's something you just have to learn as a player.
Triana Raff, see with a large cast on her hand. And we've got a St. Joseph's Academy player down. I believe she just caught the ball right to the nose.
And Simon stays down and the clock is stopped. And again, in Missouri high school and almost every state federation, the referee does stop the clock. No stoppage time, so that's the official time that you're seeing, 19:57 remaining in half number one.
I actually enjoy that about Missouri State High School soccer. Knowing the exact time for a casual fan, I think is a big bonus.
MLS did that the first 4 years of existence, 96, 97, 98, 99. And the European players, the African players, the Central Americans and South Americans could not figure out what was going on. Why is the referee crossing his wrists above his head?
Got it right on the nose. Ina Simon.
So Simon now, because she received help from the trainers, she will now have to sub off. She can immediately come back in, but she does have to sub off right now. That is obviously for the safety of the player. 4 changes now being made by St. Joseph's Academy.
Look at you seeing stars for a few minutes. Kaylee Nieders among those for the Angels coming in.
Number 11, Lauren Budd.
It's really like being punched in the face and not looking for a punch in the face. You're standing there, you don't expect the trajectory of the ball, and it clips you hard.
You know all about that from your Bellator days, don't you?
A lot of similarities between the two sports, believe it or not.
All right, so Glendale will kick it away.
Offside flag up. She's off.
Just jumped the gun a bit. Molly Brewer.
That is Brewer, though, and you know, she didn't score in the semifinal round loss last night. 25 goals. She is getting antsy. She wants to have that opportunity, and she's not getting the service. That's why you saw her just jump ahead of the last defender.
And you haven't seen many chances for her, really, if any at all so far. Once again, it's the Angels. Ball just a little too far and go to Glendale.
Goal scorers obviously have to have instinct, they have to have a shot, they have to have finishing ability, but first and foremost, Leaf, they have to have service. Doesn't matter how good of a finisher you are, you have to get the ball to your feet in the right position.
Checking in for the Lady Falcons. Number 13,
and Glendale will substitute
Rogers.
3 players
number
in.
17, Danielle Weaver. And number 19, Jennifer Pittman.
So interesting, the momentum shift, because the opening 5 minutes, all we did was talk about Glendale. They must have had 80-85% of the possession. But since then, St. Joseph's has really found their rhythm. They've spread things out, and they've established their rhythm. Glendale has hardly had an opportunity to cross the halfway line since those opening 5 minutes. On cue, they get an opportunity.
Here's a chance for
here.
Glendale. Brianna Raff sends it ahead. A bit too far. That's Danny Weaver. So to go to the Angels. Glendale trying to turn it around, but can't get it done.
Can you see the wide play?
Magaletta on the near side. It's a bit too far. And it's going to go back to St. Joseph's Academy.
Leaf, as you see the markings, obviously we have the football markings and the soccer markings. Think how often you see plays, runs in this channel between the sideline for the football markings and the blue line, the touch line for the soccer markings. How often you see that with St. Joseph's, and how rarely we've seen that with Glendale. Again, it's not a criticism, it's just pointing out the different styles, the different philosophies.
Good point. Played down by Magaletta.
Just like that into that space.
Once again, Magaletta. Knocked out by Glendale. Lauren Budd winds up with the right foot, sends it across. Glendale tries to clear, but Natalie Sims there to save it for the Angels. Ahead, but saved by Kendra Lears. Angels play it back to the keeper and control.
It was a rare touch for Kelsey Ponder. She really has not had a lot to do. That's something as a goalkeeper, it seems like, oh, things are going great. They're not crossing the halfway line. It can be very difficult as a goalkeeper to literally have nothing to do for 10, 15 minutes. You have to have incredible powers of concentration. A lot of goalkeepers will tell you they want to have a tough save within the opening couple of minutes just to feel a rhythm to get into the match.
As you mentioned, it's been 15 minutes since she's even touched the ball, probably. Angels send it ahead. Knocked out of bounds by Glendale.
Leaf, you know, on wide play, if you watch highlights or you watch the matches of the English Premier League, you see a lot of own goals, much more so than you do in Major League Soccer. The reason that is because the English game is so wide. There's so many fast players. It's played at such a high speed. Balls are continually being whipped in. And when balls are whipped in, it creates chaos, and you get own goals.
Sent across, but nice clear by Glendale.
In MLS, say in the Mexican First Division, you don't see it nearly as much because it's a much more centralized style of play. I'm a big proponent of the wide game. You obviously have to have players who can whip those dangerous balls in, and you have to have players that can make those central runs to get onto the end of it, but it opens things up. I think the wider, the more you can stretch out a defense, the better off you are.
And clearly, in many ways, it's got to be harder to defend, isn't it?
Absolutely it is. It's easier to be compact, to get your players together, to know I can look to my left and my right, and there's my teammate or my fellow defender within 4 or 5 yards. But now when you're stretching things out, you can be isolated, and that's where panic can start to creep in. Kendra Lears, the goalkeeper for Glendale, is doing a really nice job because she has seen a lot of shots, and she has not looked panicked at all. This has not been an easy stretch for her here in the first half.
Faced one really good header. As you mentioned, she's seen a lot of action. Now Glendale, finally with a chance. Poked away, and it'll go to the Angels. Natalie Sims throws it back in. Under 15 minutes to play here in the first half. Still scoreless. Nice pass ahead.
You see where's the ball in that channel I was talking about, this time on the far flank.
Claire Champion
She's won a corner kick for that effort.
And certainly that corner kick would play into their strength, would it not?
Absolutely. Those wide service balls.
Sent it across, headed out by Glendale.
It was a good corner kick, though. Champion really hit that. I'm actually surprised St. Joseph's isn't being a little bit more aggressive. They're keeping 2 defenders back. It's Brewer as the lone attacker. Glendale is getting 9 players forward. Shot just off
wide.
target. To me, if I'm in charge of St. Joseph's, I'm thinking about maybe just leaving 1 defender to Mark Brewer. She's obviously very dangerous, scoring 25 goals this season, but maybe I'm getting 1 more player into the attack to try to create a little more in the attack, open up a little bit more space.
Is that the respect for Brewer as you look at the goals for the season, 25? She's obviously the leading goal scorer for Glendale by a large margin.
There's no question about it, as you see right there. Henschel and Sims both standing really shoulder to shoulder with her.
Once again, a chance for St. Joseph's Academy. Knocked away by Glendale. We have seen about 90% of this first half played in this end.
And it may be that the coaching staff of St. Joseph said, we are not going to let Molly Brewer beat us. If we lose, that's one thing, but we know how talented she is. She is not going to beat us single-handedly.
Off the leg of Anna Martin, it'll go to Glendale. Headed down nicely by Lauren Budd.
That's where you see the 2 defenders now. Long service ahead.
Danny Weaver taken down. It'll go to St. Joseph's Academy.
Returning to the match for the Angels, number 7, Lexi Bosher, number 10, Michelle Schwartz, and number 13, Allison Dressel.
Haley Kavanaugh. Head to Magaletta.
That's a ball there where Glendale maybe would have wanted to have settled it a little more. They snuffed out the counterattack, so they're going to get players forward. Maybe don't just kick that ball first time. Settle it, try to make a few short passes in the midfield.
We'll see now if Glendale can get something going. Headed away by St. Joseph's Academy.
Saying that the direct style that Glendale is looking to play, trying to find Brewer, you only need that 1 ball. You can be frustrated for virtually the entire match, but just play that 1 ball over the top. Brewer gets free and scores.
You talked about the goalkeeper not seeing a lot of action. If you're Brewer and you touch the ball maybe once or twice here in the first half, how frustrating is that for her?
It's extremely frustrating, and oftentimes you'll see, and Brewer has kept her discipline, players will just move out of that position just to get the ball to their feet, that even though they're told by their coach, stay right where you are, be the player that's forward, they'll start to move 20, 30 yards in the other direction just to get the ball at their feet to feel like they're in the match.
Pass just a little too long. Michelle Schwartz takes it away for St. Joseph Academy. But here comes Glendale one more time.
This is better stuff now from Glendale. That's a nice ball.
Casey Shea. Nice play by Allison Henschel. Now Haley Kavanaugh. So we hit the 10-minute mark. You want to see just a little bit more urgency, if you will, out of Glendale.
Yeah, we saw that urgency, Leaf. It's a great point in the opening 5 minutes, and it really hasn't been there since. We'll see what adjustments, if any, they make coming into the second half, assuming we stay at 0-0. That's a nice ball.
Kaylee Nieders with the pass ahead.
You see the idea, though. It's stretching things out. It's those leading balls wide.
Just a little too far for Claire Champion.
Champion has been tireless. She's done a lot of running thus far.
Battle for it, taken away by Natalie Sims. Nice play ahead. Glendale's got a chance.
It's maybe that opportunity.
Molly Brewer snuffed out there by Kelsey Ponder.
You saw how quickly, though, that was a 1v1 where Brewer got the ball, as we'll see it on the replay. So the errant ball back, the deflection. Now it's Brewer 1v1, but then St. Joseph's is able to get 2 defenders back. Glendale can only counter with 1 striker, so from a 1v1 it goes to a 2v3, which is why you don't see much of a chance.
Adriana Raff with the chance.
Substitution.
As you said, it just takes
Academy.
1 ball,
Number 32,
1 play for Glendale to explode.
And
the Lady Falcons will substitute.
Glendale.
And I understand what Glendale is doing here because they don't want to get caught. They feel like they're under siege for most of this match, so they're playing more defensively. The problem with that is when you get those opportunities, you only have 1 or 2 players forward. Nobody else can really join the attack because they're 25 yards in the wrong direction.
Glendale sends it ahead, but nobody there. Kelsey Ponder scoops it up. Saved by the Angels.
We'll see if either side wants to really turn on the intensity here. It can crush an opponent when you score in the opening 5 minutes of a half, and it can doubly crush them when you score in the final 5 minutes of a half.
Claire Champion plays it back. Haley Kavanaugh. Claire Vogt. That's Kaylee Nieders. Good defense by Glendale.
Another corner kick for St. Joseph's Academy. Oftentimes in a scoreless match, if you want to look to a stat to see who you think is probably getting a little better of the play, look to corner kicks, and you see how St. Joseph's has dominated in that category. Possession can be misleading, corner kicks generally are not.
Claire Champion with the right foot. Sends it across. Loose ball in front. The Angels still control. Back out to Champion now. Sends it across. And a nice save by Kendra Lears.
Lears doing very well there. Struggled on the initial corner kick. Was able to at least parry the ball away and then covering up, and she was fouled, and she'll have a 3 out.
You talked about her really not panicking, and that was really the case in that corner kick too, wasn't it?
Absolutely. If you can't get it clean, at least parry it away, push it away, and then she recovered.
Once again, St. Joseph's Academy. Pushing ahead, Glendale takes it away. Allison Dressel. Angels still on the attack. Michelle Schwarz. Allison Dressel. Michelle Schwarz.
Great possession by St. Joseph's.
Dressel's pass just off the foot of Natalie Sims. And it'll go to Glendale. Final 5 minutes of this scoreless first half.
Entering the match for St. Joseph's Academy, number 15, Claire Vogt.
Third place on the line here in Blue Springs, Missouri.
Olivia Wolfram.
Blue Springs South High School. Lee Fleisick, Sean Wheelock with you.
Glendale finishing in 3rd last year. Obviously coming to this Final Four, trying to better that, but I think they would be quite happy now with the 3rd place finish. But they are under a lot of pressure here in half number 1. Saying that, it is scoreless.
Booted away. Run down by Allison Henschel.
It'll be a great sense of relief if you feel that you've really been outplayed in the opening half, but it's scoreless, 0-0. Think, all right, now we can make adjustments. And sometimes it can be demoralizing. A side like St. Joseph's, who has had the better of the chances, much better of the possession, they've really controlled the tempo, and yet they truly have nothing to show for it right now.
Lears picks it up.
One goal is going to bust this match wide open, though, regardless of who scores it. Just has that feel.
Glendale will get the throw in. Lady Falcons from the Springfield area. St. Joseph's Academy and Green from St. Louis. Now a chance perhaps for Glendale. Taken away, and a nice play by Anna Martin.
They didn't have the numbers, though, Leaf. It was 3 versus 4 in that situation. Glendale just struggling to get that number advantage. Look how many green shirts there are. St. Joseph's, as much as they've been attacking, they're very quick to get their defenders back.
Nice play by Magalata. And Michelle Schwartz. Wickenheiser. McLaughlin. Nice pass ahead. A chance here for St. Joseph's Academy. The shot is wide.
She picked her spot, she saw it, and she missed by inches. Courtney Benning saw it. Gorgeous shot just off target. You really can't falter for that. Beautiful ball. Benning played through ahead of the defender. You see she picks the spot, cleanly beats the goalkeeper, just could not finish.
Now see how big that becomes for both sides here late in this first half.
Well, if Glendale can score in the final minutes of this first half, it is huge because it's really demoralizing.
As you said, you could look at that 2 ways. If you're Glendale, you go into the locker room at halftime scoreless saying, all right, they had their chances, but we held them scoreless. If you're St. Joseph's Academy, you're thinking, we had our chances. Either they're going to come or you go in demoralized, right?
Absolutely, Leif. And clearly, Glendale has to make some adjustments because I don't know if they can withstand this type of pressure for another 40 minutes.
Casey Shea Opfer limping a bit.
All of these chances, sooner or later, they're going to pay dividends. You can only hold out for so long being under attack.
Throw in is wide, so we'll go back to Glendale here for the final minute and a half. Lear sends it away. Once again, the Angels fighting for control. Along the touchline, knocked out.
Final minute, we'll see now if St. Joseph's really picks up the pace even more. Looking for that one more opportunity.
Cleared away by Glendale.
See, they just don't have the numbers, 3 versus 4.
Molly Brewer trying to make something happen. Brewer. Can't get it turned. The Angels able to stop it. Casey Flynn battling.
6 players in that sequence getting within 30 yards of the St. Joseph's goal for Glendale, and I don't think we've seen that since maybe the 2nd or 3rd minute of this match. Glendale, when they've had those counterattacks, and basically after the opening 5 minutes, the chances they've had have been on straight counterattacks. They've only had 2 or 3 players forward, led by Brewer.
Flip throw by Flynn. Final seconds of this first half, and we're going to end scoreless. Glendale and St. Joseph's Academy. No score after 40 minutes.
The first half of this Class 3 girls.
We'll take a break and we'll be back with more action from the Class 3 third place game from Blue Springs, Missouri, right after this. The Class 3 third place game, St. Joseph's Academy and Glendale are scoreless. St. Joseph's Academy has had some chances, but Kendra Lears able to stonewall them so far. We're back with more from Blue Springs South High School right after this. It's St. Joseph's Academy and Glendale scoreless here at halftime in the third place game in Class 3. St. Joseph's may have had the better of it in the first 40 minutes, but we have no score. We're back with more from Blue Springs South High School right after this. St. Joseph's Academy and Glendale are scoreless here in the third place game in Class 3. We'll be back with second half action from Blue Springs South High School right after this. Stay with us.
Website of the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives of Missouri are proud sponsors of the 2012 MSHSAA Soccer Championships. Soccer players are part of our energy cooperative, and Touchstone is proud to help bring the pinnacle of high school sports to Blue Springs. The Blue Springs School District is providing the training and sports medicine needs for today's match. The Missouri State High School Activities Association thanks the Blue Springs School District for providing the trainers at this year's championships. You can't tell the players without a program. Pick up yours in the stadium today with complete team information, records, history, and highlights. Take home your official souvenir program, on sale now while supplies last. Fans MSHSAA and When We Were Young Productions are proud to introduce MSHSAA.tv, a website devoted to video of MSHSAA events. Games from this year's championships will be available to watch when you get home. Be sure to check out MSHSAA.tv. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd please direct your attention to the penalty kick mark in front of the south goal. Kate Krogan, representing St. Joseph's Academy, and Mary Powell, representing Glendale, will be competing in the Farmers PK Challenge. Each contestant will alternate 5 kicks from the penalty mark for the opportunity to win a Farmers Insurance soccer ball and MSHSAA t-shirts. On each kick, the contestant will have to decide whether to attempt a corner shot for 2 points or to just take the middle of the goal for 1 point. The contestant with the greater score following 5 rounds of kicks wins. So let's get behind your favorite contestant and let's see some goals. First up, we'll have Kate from St. Joe's Academy. Kate's first kick. One point for Kate in her first attempt. Now Mary, representing Glendale, up with her first try. Points for Mary. At the end of 1 round, Kate with 1 point, Mary with 2. Kate's second kick coming up. Two points for Kate. That takes her total up to 3. Mary's got 2 kicks and her second attempt coming up. One point for Mary. That score ties the score at 3 after 2 rounds. And now Kate's third attempt. Two points for Kate. Takes her total up to 5. And now Mary's third attempt. One point for Mary. Takes her total up to 4. Kate with 5, Mary with 4. After 3 rounds, Kate's fourth attempt. 1 point for Kate on her 4th try. And now Mary's 4th attempt. Two points for Mary. And now our final round, Kate's 5th and final attempt. Two points for Kate. Takes her total up to 8 points. Mary needs 2 points to tie. And just wide. Our final tally after 5 rounds of kicks. Kate representing St. Joseph's Academy with 8 points, and Mary representing Glendale with 6. The Missouri State High School Activities Association and Vic Smedley, your Farmers Insurance Agent of Independence, congratulate today's runner-up, Mary Powell of Glendale. And then let's hear it for our winner today, Kate Krogan, representing St. Joseph's Academy, today's winner of the Farmers PK Challenge. Misha and Farmers hope you enjoyed today's halftime contest. Misha and Farmers, because ready feels good. Fans that cannot make it out to the championships can watch the semifinal and 3rd place games streamed live at www.misha.tv. And the championships will be streamed live at www.foxsportsmidwest.com. The games will be archived at www.misha.tv as well. And once again, Farmers Insurance is a proud sponsor of the Missouri State High School Activities Association. Call 800-FARMERS or visit farmers.com to find a local agent. We are insurance. We are farmers.
Welcome back to Blue Springs South High School in Blue Springs, Missouri. We are ready for the second half of the Class 3 third place game. St. Joseph's Academy, the Angels in green trimmed in white. Glendale, the Lady Falcons in the light blue and white. Lee Fleisick, Sean Wheelock with you. Sean, what did you take away from the first 40 minutes?
St. Joseph's, after settling in, they dominated the final 35 minutes of half number one. Dominated in every category but balls across the goal line and into the back of the net. They dominated in possession, in chances, in corner kicks. They could not score despite some really quality opportunities, two in particular. So what does that do for St. Joseph's then? Well, do they look for more of the same and say sooner or later we're going to break through, or do they start to panic and make adjustments?
Take me into the huddle of each team now. If you're St. Joseph's Academy, you say we had two great chances there. We're still scoreless. Keep it up. It's going to break eventually, or are you how do you play that as a coach?
I'm saying if I'm coaching St. Joseph's, I'm saying exactly that. We're dominating. It's only a matter of time before we score. Be patient. You're going to find it because the chances are there. Soccer, before it's about scoring, it's about creating. St. Joseph's is creating.
All right, Glendale across midfield. Sent in and played easily by Kelsey Ponder.
Leaf, much bigger changes, I think, for Glendale because they have to look and think, we're just not getting chances. Molly Brewer, the team's leading scorer, 25 goals in 20 matches this year, and she did not get a sniff in the first half. Maybe you put someone else a little further forward, maybe don't be so defensively. I just would not be content to play another half like I did in half number 1, where you're basically on your heels, all you're doing is countering and maybe looking for a long service.
You mentioned Molly Brewer, the great goal scorer for Glendale, not getting many chances. How do you keep her from getting frustrated and knowing that eventually her chance is going to come?
What you have to do with Brewer, I believe, is if she's just going to stand there and really have nothing to do, make her drop back into the attack. If she's not going to get any sort of service, then make you go to the service if the service is not going to come to you. So drop Brewer back a little more, let her get the ball at her feet, maybe play some balls, do some interchanging runs. But to me, it's pointless just to have her parked at the halfway line and stand and be a spectator for 5- and 10-minute stretches.
Molly Brewer on the corner kick.
We're seeing a bit more life already from Glendale, though, no question.
You mentioned a great stat is corner kicks, and there we see one from Glendale. That means that something's happened for them offensively. Here comes St. Joseph's Academy. Nice ball ahead. Haley Kavanaugh works it with the left foot. Haley Kavanaugh. Nice little spin move. Kavanaugh still with it. Taken out, and Kendra Lears makes the save.
Down in the penalty area, but the referee not interested. We play on, no penalty kick forthcoming. Kavanaugh gave a very slight glance to the referee as she went down. Referees at the high school level do not tolerate dissent. You have to be very, very careful. There's leeway afforded to college players, obviously professional players, that high school players just do not get.
Glendale coming out much more active here in the second half. Brewer trying to get to that ball. Got to go to the Angels. Nice ball ahead. Schwarz with a good move, goes to the left, crosses it, headed in.
That's it. As
what a wonderful ball.
Be patient. Your chances will eventually pay off. They were patient. More of the same, created off of wide play, and it's 1-0 to St. Joseph's.
Alexandra Magaletta with a beautiful header. You could feel that building, although not here early in the second half. Glendale seemed to be much more in control, but St. Joseph's Academy had so many good opportunities in the first half, 2 in particular, and a great, great run by Schwarz.
So Schwarz, you see the patience. Again, it starts wide, crossing into the 18-yard box, cool as you like on the finish. Magaletta right there, right place, right time. That's the patience I talked about. Why change something that's working in every area but scoring? Because sooner or later, you have to believe in your system. If you get the chances, you dominate and play, you're eventually going to break through and score. That's what we saw. Now a lot of pressure on Glendale. Leaf, I said in half number 1, 1 goal, doesn't matter which of the 2 teams scores it, will bust this match wide open. I'm going to stand by that.
St. Joseph's Academy with a 1-0 lead here in this third-place game. All right, now if you're the Angels, St. Joseph's Academy, do you change your approach a little bit offensively now that you have a 1-0 lead?
I don't think that they will because they're controlling possession. I think they're saying, let's score a second, let's score a third, let's score a fourth. If that were Glendale who scores the first goal, you may see them get even more defensive if they scored off of a counterattack. I really think St. Joseph's will say more of the same. Let's keep it moving. Let's play at this speed. Let's keep stretching things out, be very wide. The onus now is on Glendale because for a side that essentially has been defending for probably 90-95% of this match, how do they now get their attack going? They get it going by having a lot more touches and being a lot more bold in getting numbers forward. They cannot play so defensive.
They'll have to find a way to get Molly Brewer involved. The Lady Falcons leading goal scorer Doesn't seem much activity. Courtney Benning throws it in. Once it go, it will go to Glendale. We'll see how the Lady Falcons respond to that goal. I think it'd be easy to go one of two ways, to begin with some urgency now that know that you're down 1-0, or try to figure out a way to get on the board.
There's a saying which I've never bought into in soccer, which is that a 2-goal lead is the most dangerous in the sport. I totally disagree with that. A 1-goal lead is the most dangerous because a goal can come from anywhere. With 2 goals, the theory comes from the fact that you will take the proverbial foot off the proverbial gas pedal at a 2-goal advantage, that you relax, you think we have this one. But at 1 goal, anything can happen. A penalty kick can be awarded. You can have a ball sent forward 60 yards. You can get a bad bounce. You still have to keep playing your type of match.
Well, you've coached the game, but I got to think I'd rather have a 2-goal lead than a 1-goal lead.
I've always thought that. It drives me crazy. You will hear commentators in every language, Leaf, say that. 2-goal lead's the most dangerous. I've never bought into that. One of those things that people just say in this sport, and they just repeat it because they've heard it without ever really thinking it through.
Henschel from 35 yards out, lets it fly just over the crossbar.
And
nice ball.
Fooled the goalkeeper. Lears stepped off of her line. That was going upper 90, just under the crossbar. Watch the reaction of Lears as her first step is to come forward. She then has to readjust, locate the ball, and that's a really difficult, dangerous ball.
You said you told your players to go ahead, you see your shot, take your shot, and it was a nice ball.
Individual has received a MSHSAA sportsmanship T-shirt. Congratulations.
Credit Lears, though, it was over the crossbar, but she did do well to adjust. She stepped forward, then stepped back very quickly. No fault to Lears, by the way, on the only goal of this match, scored here in the second half by Magaletta. You get a ball whipped in from the flank, and there are players flooding into the 18 and into the 6-yard box. There's really not much you can do except hope and try to dive into the right position as a goalkeeper.
Nice pressure by St. Joseph's Academy. Taken away by Glendale.
And that's the type of ball right there that Glendale doesn't need. Not to single anybody out, but just kicking the ball hurriedly forward. They have to slow it down. They have to establish midfield play, which we really have not seen a lot of from Glendale.
The Angels still attacking. Far side, that's Haley Kavanaugh. Has it poked out. St. Joseph's Academy with the throw in.
A lot of space.
Allison Dressel sends it across. Nice defensive play by Glendale.
Can you see there's that hopeful ball forward, Molly Brewer, but she's against 2 defenders, and that ball is just not going to work.
And with a 1-0 lead, they'll keep an especially sharp eye on Molly Brewer now, won't they?
That's where I'm going to drop Brewer back, let her come to the ball. Don't just kick a ball 20 yards forward in hopes that somehow she can beat 2 defenders. The thing that I've really taken away thus far from this match is that St. Joseph's is very well organized. In the attack, defensively, they hold their shape extremely well. They're not reckless in their movements.
Cassie Flynn all into the match.
Sent out by Lears, but once again, it's St. Joseph's Academy getting the ball under control.
Again, you see there's that hopeful ball. And I understand why Glendale has had success this year. They have a great goal scorer in Molly Brewer. They're a strong side, good central play, and against a lesser opponent, they can sort of overwhelm somebody. Just keep sending those long balls, literally outrun the defenders to the ball. That style is just not working against St. Joseph's. I think St. Joseph's is a bit too quick and a bit too athletic.
Flip throw.
Speaking of athletic.
Uh-huh. But you can see, I mean, that ball is probably 15 yards further than just a standard throw in. Glendale working a chance. Right footer is in and good.
And look at that, firing right back. It only takes one.
Courtney Wampler.
See the shot, take the shot. Legitimately, Glendale has had one quality chance in this match. That was it, and level it a goal apiece.
I think Kelsey Ponder, the keeper, was a bit stunned. As we said, she hasn't seen much activity. And watch her reaction here.
Never stepped off of her line. Did not read the shot well. It's a good call, Leaf.
Courtney Wampler ties this game at 1. Under 30 minutes to play, and we've got a match now for third place in Class 3.
Making the score, St. Joseph's 1, Glendale 1.
So Magaletta for St. Joseph's 1-0, and then right back in the second half, level at a goal apiece as Wampler scores. That's one of the things, really, I think one of the beauties of soccer that separates it from so many other sports is that you can be absolutely dominated, and yet you just need that one opportunity. That's what we've seen. Glendale sees their one opportunity, clear shot at a goal, and they get it with Courtney Wampler. Let's take you back a moment ago. Beautiful ball through Wampler, turning past her defender, completely catching the goalkeeper flat-footed. Ponder just misread that, never stepped forward, was really caught flat-footed. Quality finish. I'm not sure what Ponder could have done other than maybe cut off the angle, come forward, but Leaf, you said it a moment ago, I'm just not sure if Ponder was ready for that chance.
1-1 now in this third place game. Now, how much does this change the mindset of both teams? Because Glendale had to feel like they were just getting pounded and pounded and pounded defensively, and finally they're able to respond and tie this game back up.
I think, ironically, you'll see Glendale go back to what they've been doing, which is playing this safe defensive counterattacking style. St. Joseph's is going to try to do more of the same. They're saying, we're getting all of these chances. We've scored one, let's score another. Let's keep the pressure up.
Angels trying to keep that pressure up. Ball played in, but saved by Kendra Lears.
Angel shot by number 13, Allison Dressel. Saved by Lears.
Lears sends it away. Driana Raff. Knocked down, it'll stay with Glendale.
Free kick for Glendale now. Counter-attacking side loves set pieces. Get numbers forward, slow things down.
See if Glendale can take advantage.
It's Brewer who will take this. It's a long way out to score.
Brewer sends it in, headed away by St. Joseph's. Cleared back, but Glendale will control. Driana Raff for Glendale, now taken away by the Angels.
See the short passes, the quick movement. Again, the service from the flank, but a bit too strong.
Kendra Lears has got it. Interesting motion here. She kicks it away, Sean.
She likes the shuffle step, get to her right foot. Something she feels comfortable with. Rather than stepping forward, it's really stepping to the side to try to plant on the left foot and really drive through with the right leg and the right hip.
Here come the Angels one more time.
Corner kick.
Wickenheiser has it knocked away. Been a nice flow to this match. It looked like it was all St. Joseph's Academy there in the first half. They come back, score quickly. Glendale answers, and now it feels like a 50-50 match, doesn't it?
It's definitely changed the momentum. There's no question about it. St. Joseph's did not get that big momentum boost that I really thought they would when they made it 1-0.
Cassie Flynn with the corner kick. Chance for St. Joseph's, blocked by Glendale. Flynn sends in the left foot, cleared by Glendale. Under 25 minutes to play.
And getting to the stage of the match, Leaf, where unlike the regular season where sometimes you'll think as a coach, players often don't, but coaches will, you know what? Splitting the points, getting a draw, that's not a bad result. Again, you see the powerful flip throw. Final match of the season for the seniors, obviously it's the end of their high school soccer career. You might want to have the mentality, you know what, let's go for it. Let's not be reckless. Let's not be silly about things. Let's not get totally away from our system. But let's take some chances. We don't want to see this decided on penalty kicks. Let's try to win this within 80 minutes in regulation.
Kendra Lears. St. Joseph's Academy's got it. Just a little too strong. Battle for, nice ball ahead, but it's going to be too strong.
Glendale definitely got a bigger boost from their goal than St. Joseph's did from theirs. There's no question about it.
Entering the match for St. Joe's Academy.
3 subs coming on for Glendale.
Michelle Schwartz. And returning to the
Again,
field
with
for
both of
Glendale,
these schools having played and lost in the semifinals yesterday, it's so important to keep the subs in, keep the fresh legs.
And as Coach Jeff Rogers told us, he simply wants to make sure that everybody plays, get some experience in this Final Four match. It'll be saved off the end line, and it'll go to Glendale. Glendale able to send it ahead, but the Angels control. Wickenheiser with a nice pass ahead. Mary Grace Ragsdale has it taken away.
Down and we play on. Nice string of passes, though, by St. Joseph's. No question about it.
Do a nice job controlling the ball, don't they?
Very nice movement. In and out, wide, centrally wide. Just look at that sequence.
One touch. Angels have a chance. Kelly McLaughlin trying to turn it.
See what Glendale does on the counterattack here.
An Angel defense is pretty tough. On the far side, that's Schwartz.
You're starting to see St. Joseph's get their rhythm back. It's got to be frustrating for them. Again, literally they're saying we've given up one clear chance in this entire match, and it turned into a goal by Wampler. All credit to Glendale, though. They've really been forced to play defensively on their heels, a counterattacking style, and they're level at a goal apiece deep into the second half now.
Sent deep, it'll be played by Kelsey Ponder. Bit too far for Trost. And it'll go back to Glendale.
Bit more tenacity from St. Joseph's, trying to win a lot of those 50-50 balls, doing a good job.
The Angels with control. Poked away nicely by Glendale. Casey Shea-Opfer there with the defense. Final 20 minutes of this match.
In theory, anyway, unless we have extra time and penalties.
Comes the flip throw.
We will have a winner to this match one way or the other. This cannot end in a draw.
St. Joseph's Academy with the ball. Taken away by Glendale. Sarah Sprouse. But here come the Angels once again. Too far ahead. Kendra Lear is able to play it.
Lears did well. Bounces can be tricky. There's a lot of top spin, but no problems whatsoever for the goalkeeper.
Sometimes as a coach, are those the balls you worry about in a tie game?
Absolutely. Bad bounces, especially on an artificial surface. And I will stand corrected on something. This match can end in a draw.
The third place game could have 2 third place finishers. That will not be the case in the championship games. Casey Flynn battling, pokes it away. Angels keep control. Claire Vogt, now to Trost.
Chances are starting to come. Good deep penetration time and time again by St. Joseph's. Leaf, you see they're again controlling the vast majority of the possession.
Ball headed across.
Goal kick.
Sean, what did you want to see out of the goal kicks when your keeper takes that? What did you want to see out of the goal kick?
You know, there are 2 theories. One, and you see South American sides led by Brazil do it a lot, where a defender is coming back, you're playing it short. You have to have a lot of confidence, though, with your defenders with the ball at their feet, because it can turn into a bad situation early. Typically what you want to do is you want to see them strike it. You want to see players get ahead and then try to win the ball in the air. You can get into trouble on goal kicks if you're a little too cute and a little too precise. Mainly it's sending the ball away.
That ball battled for and out of bounds. Nice hustle by Nina Simon, excuse me. And Glendale will throw it in. Sarah Sprouse. Headed out. And great sound from this match. You can hear the girls talking.
It was a bit shocking from our cameraman, though. A left-footed touch right into his viewfinder to work on his foot skills.
He was hoping that'd go to his left. Becca Burton sends it in. Stay with Glendale.
Glendale with the thrown into the attacking half. See what type of chances they take here. Then they'll have a throw in. Slow, steady penetration now by Glendale.
Knocked out. Glendale get another chance. Glendale controlling in the blue and white. Now St. Joseph's Academy in the green takes it away.
Good chance to counter now. Look at the numbers coming forward.
Allison Trost has it knocked away, keeps control.
Leaf, you see, rather than go central, they go wide. That is their game.
Schwarz, the left footer.
Offside flag up.
Offsides.
So it'll go to Glendale.
Still, that was a nice sequence. Let's take you back a moment ago.
How would you coach this?
Correction,
So watch our cameraman. Watch the left foot on the hop. And toe poke straight to the viewfinder. First of all, no toe pokes.
Unlucky on the handball, too.
This isn't kickball. It's the instep.
That was a foul on Glendale, so St. Joseph's Academy with the free kick.
I heard.
Sent in and just wide.
I like the idea, though. Why not? Take a shot.
Glendale goal
Allison
kick.
Henschel with the try.
Shot by the Angels, number 6.
Closing stages of this
Allison
match, and
Henschel.
again, as we've established, no extra time. This can end in a draw, and you can have both third-place sides in this Missouri 3A State Girls Championship of soccer. You wonder if either school or maybe both schools league will say, you know what, let's go for it. I would rather go for it and lose than settle for a draw. Don't know if we'll see that mentality from either, but it's definitely a question that's looming.
All right, final 14 minutes of this match.
And that's easy to say, but I coached in the third-place match in Kansas, and after losing the night before in the semis, you want to have something, so you do not want to lose 2 matches to end your season. It's really crushing.
A great season for both sides. Obviously disappointed not playing for the championship, but as we said, the attitude from girls on both teams was just really, I thought, extraordinary as they took the field.
I will tell you, if this does end 1-1, Glendale will feel a lot better about the 1-1 result than St. Joseph's will, just simply based on possession and quality chances.
Molly Brewer trying to make something happen, taken away by St. Joseph's Academy. In the green. Courtney Benning sends it across, headed out.
Free out now for Glendale.
Offsides.
Consecutive offside calls against St. Joseph's, and that tells you they're trying to really step up the pressure. They're thinking about going for a win and not settling for a draw in this third-place match.
Kendra Lears. Glendale will throw it in. Now goes to St. Joseph's Academy, quickly ahead. Just a little too far for Neaters.
Returning to the field for St. Joseph's Academy, number 3, Claire Champion.
Claire Champion back in the match for the Angels. Courtney Benning with the throw in. Haley Kavanaugh back to Benning.
Miscommunication there.
And we'll go back to Glendale.
Getting very late in this match now.
Sarah Sprouse. Once again, St. Joseph's Academy comes away with it. Kelly McLaughlin. Magaletta lets one fly.
Great shot and a better save. That was really well read by the goalkeeper, Kendra Lears.
Magaletta gave St. Joseph's Academy a 1-0 lead.
Magaletta, of course, is the goal scorer in this match for St. Joseph's.
Into a bit of a breeze. Benning battles with it. We'll throw it in.
See a quicker pace now by St. Joseph's.
Finds her teammate Neaters.
So how quickly Leaf they took that throw in. Flag
Chase
stays down.
now. Kavanaugh can't quite get to it.
There's no problems controlling her 18-yard box, coming out to grab that quickly.
Benning. Still fighting for it. Knocked out, it'll go to the Angels. Coming up on the final 10 minutes of this third-place match in Class 3.
Well, I can tell you this will either end 2-1 in someone's favor or 1-1, because there's one more goal out there at most. Question is, will either school find that goal?
Nice header by Magaletta. taken away by Glendale. And a chance now for the Angels. Quickly ahead, right footer is good. A goal from Kaylee Nieders.
And that is a gorgeous finish. Head down, eyes down, chin down, driving through with the right foot, past the goalkeeper, Kendra Lears, and I think that's game, set, match now for St. Joseph's.
You talked about the opportunities coming, and you could just get that sense from St. Joseph's Academy that eventually they were going to break through again.
Nieders, just a sophomore, keeping her composure.
Well, that heart rate has to get up when you see that open net, isn't it?
Gorgeous concentration on that. Lears, the goalkeeper, came out. You cannot stay back. She did the right thing. She tried to cut the angle, but all of the onus there is on the attacking player, the shooter, not on the goalkeeper. It's almost like a penalty kick in that the goalkeeper just has to try to cut the angle and hope. But the pressure, the onus is on the striker, on the attacker to score, and that is exactly what she did. Really nicely done by Nieders.
Now a real urgency from Glendale in the blue and white. Down 2-1. Under 10 minutes to play in this match. Cleared by St. Joseph's Academy.
Glendale did it once as a counter-attacking, defensive-minded side in this match. They scored a goal, but keep in mind, Glendale now, we're at the 71st minute mark. 240s, of course, in this high school championship. 40 minutes, 40 minutes. They have essentially had one opportunity, and they scored. That was Wampler. But they've not had a barrage of chances.
Coming up on 9 minutes to play. Brewer sends it short. Battle for it. St. Joseph's Academy comes away with it.
Leaf, earlier in this match, I talked about it's difficult getting youth players, high school players, to recognize situations and to control their speed. One thing that's tough for soccer players at this age, at this level, they always want to keep scoring. And sometimes you have to say, you know, we've scored enough. Right now, St. Joseph's, they have scored enough. They need to slow down this match. Be slow when you take your throw-ins, slow when you have your goal kicks. If you get a corner kick, if you get a free kick, slow down the tempo. It's Glendale who has to speed things up. They've scored enough now. Obviously, they would like 3, 4, 5, and 6 and more, but 2 goals, if they're smart, will win this match.
All right, Glendale with an opportunity here. Pashon taken down and taken away by St. Joseph's Academy.
St. Joseph's does not want to overcommit, getting numbers forward, because then they're prone to a counterattack.
Magaletta
has it poked away.
Returning to the match for the Angels.
Their champion will throw it in.
Michelle Schwartz.
It would drive me crazy coaching in this situation, and my players, although it was usually early on because I would break them of the habit, would run up and take the throw in, slow things down. Watch any professional match in the world and you'll see what I'm talking about. Let's take you back to the goal. This right now stands as the match winner. Ball played forward to the sophomore, Kaylee Nieders. That's a gorgeous finish.
Some good poise by the sophomore, too. She didn't hurry that shot.
Absolutely poised, Leaf. You said it. Did not hurry her shot at all. That looks easy. That's really tough. The heart is absolutely pounding.
All right, Glendale in the final 7 minutes, so they have one more opportunity left. Battle for it, Sarah Powell.
For Glendale, for me, get everybody forward. I would rather go for it and try to level this match at 2-2. So what, if you lose 2-1 or 3-1 at this stage, it doesn't matter. Get everybody forward because time is running out.
Played on the bounce by Kelsey Ponder.
Tremendous frustration in this match for Molly Brewer. Again, 25 goals, this match number 21. Held scoreless last night in the semifinal round loss and held scoreless thus far in this match. She's just not gotten that service that she needs.
Taken out of bounds, it'll go to St. Joseph's Academy.
believe we were talking about time wasting a moment ago. Tony Meola, great with the United States, won an MLS Cup with Kansas City in 2000. The best American I ever saw at time wasting. On goal kicks, you're supposed to put the ball back in within about 20-25 seconds. Tony could somehow get that to 45 or 50 seconds.
Angels another opportunity. Kendra Lears clears it.
A great Tony Meola trick in those situations. There would be two ball boys or ball kids. He would ask them both to throw on the ball and then act completely disgusted when both came on.
Have to throw one back. Sure.
Then complain to the referee. It's gamesmanship, and it's smart, and it's well within the rules. You've played well enough to have the lead to slow things down in that situation.
St. Joseph still on the attack. So a throw into the Angels in green. Trying to hang on to this 2-1 lead. 5 minutes to play. Nice service inside and a beautiful goal.
That'll definitely settle it there.
Meters with a wonderful, wonderful right foot.
Meters indeed. So make it 3-1, and I don't think there's a way back now for Glendale. Back-to-back goals here late in the second half for Neters. Magalletta made it 1-0. Wampler, the equalizer for Glendale, and then consecutive goals by Neters. And it's 3-1.
Academy 3, Glendale 1.
Powerful finish.
Alexi Boschert goes out. Been impressed with Neters.
Neters has looked very good. That was a really powerful right foot. Mindset for Glendale is, look, let's just find one. Down 2 goals obviously is extremely daunting, closing in on 4 minutes remaining. Let's just find one, and then if we do, they will really be panicked, our opponent, St. Joseph's. Don't try to score 2 goals immediately.
Your 2-goal lead now with 4 minutes to play.
Again, let's take you back. Let's see this goal. Neters' second comes from the throw-in, the run-through. Half volley with the right foot. No chance at all for the goalkeeper, Kendra Lears.
Number 11, Lauren
It's a
Budd.
quality finish.
It looked like Simon with the assist on that one.
The short throw-in, ball played through.
Neters will take a seat, knowing that she's put her team up 3-1.
What we've seen from St. Joseph's, their goals, their chances start with that wide play, that time off of the throw-in.
One more chance now for the Angels. Haley Kavanaugh.
Got to be demoralizing for Glendale, and credit them. They've been on their heels through much of this match, and they found a way to pull level at 1 in the second half. They just were unable to really get their system going today. Playing more of that physical, long ball, straight through the middle style. It's worked for them brilliantly all season. They came into this match with 19 victories, but they've just not found a way through really today.
I think a credit to Lee Summit North. That shows you how good Lee Summit North is to shut out this St. Joseph's Academy team 3-0.
Whistle blew there. That goal would not have counted had it gone in. The shot did not count.
2.5 to play in this third-place match in Class 3 from Blue Springs South High School.
When you get to the Final Four in a state soccer competition, all 4 of the schools are extremely talented, extremely well coached. Often it's really who can implement their game plan and their style. Take you back to the opening 5 minutes of this match, Glendale came out flying. They had so much of the possession. It really found 5 minutes. It took 5 minutes for St. Joseph's to find that rhythm and that tempo, but then they settled in really nicely.
Under 2 minutes to play as Kendra Lears clears it. One more chance now for St. Joseph's Academy. Magalletta lets it fly.
Regulation, 2 minutes. Your attention, please. Would Larry Frank
He's trying to
please
catch the
report
goalkeeper
main
off of the line. Saw
Larry
Lears out.
Frank to the main entrance.
Ideally, you probably want to play that wide and take that to the corner flag, but they're excited. They're up 3-1. They're about to claim third place in Missouri 3A.
Again, St. Joseph's Academy playing with the lead. Glendale will get another throw in and possibly one more chance. Been a well-played match. St. Joseph's Academy led 1-0. Glendale came back to tie it here in the second half.
Clearly the talent is shown through from both of these schools. Extremely well coached. And St. Joseph's was really just able to implement their game plan.
And then 2 goals by Kaylee Nieders has been the difference. Final minute.
Difficult for Glendale. They'll be stung by consecutive losses, but they have to look back. What a fantastic season. 19 victories and reaching a state Final Four for St. Joseph's, overcoming the sting of defeat from last night's semifinal to have a lot of pride to take third place.
One last chance for Glendale, just wide.
Flag was up, would not have counted. I beg your pardon, they're saying handball? Nope. Well, the offside flag was up, and the referee is overruling that. Some confusion now, Leaf, because the offside flag was up, then the referee was saying it was deflected and out for the corner kick. Now the 2 officials will talk.
No, it won't be a corner kick. We'll see.
Now they're saying it's offside. That was the original call. The referee was just late to recognize that. He did stop the clock.
So one final kick from Kelsey Ponder.
10 seconds.
Ought to do it.
8, 7.
St. Joseph's Academy will go home with a third-place trophy here in Class 3.
1.
A 3-1 victory over Glendale, the Lady Falcons.
Very well played match. I was impressed by St. Joseph's early on, that wide play, creating those goals from getting wide and then flooding into the 18-yard box and some real quality finishing.
St. Joseph's Academy wins at 3-1 over Glendale. We'll be back with some final thoughts from Blue Springs South High School right after this. Welcome back to Blue Springs South High School. Lee Fleisig, Sean Wheelock with you. The Class 3 third-place match goes to St. Joseph's Academy. The Angels win at 3-1 over Glendale. We had a scoreless first half. Sean, plenty of action here in the second half, though.
The opening goal of this match coming in the second half, you'll see there's that trademark wide play I'm talking about. Wide from the flank, Michelle Schwartz headed in nicely. Magaletta, 1-0 St. Joseph's Academy. The lead did not hold long, though. Glendale coming right back. Wampler freezes the goalkeeper, goes upper 90, and just like that, 1-1 is our score line. Staying 1-1 deep into the second half. We had thoughts of maybe co-third place teams, but settling there, Kaylee Nieders, 2-1, and I thought that was pretty much it, game, set, match. Off the throw-in, again from wide play. Nieders one more time, the gorgeous right-footed half volley. 3-1, and that is your final scoreline after 80 minutes.
So St. Joseph's Academy will go back to St. Louis with third place here in Class 3. Glendale with another Final Four appearance. The Lady Falcons with a fine season as well. For our entire crew, Sean Wheelock, I'm Lee Fleisig. We will see you next time from Blue Springs South High School. St. Joseph's Academy, third place winners in Class 3.
for this Class 3